Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Opposite Field Outlook. We are finally back after canceling our episode last time. My name is Jack Tarbutter. I'm joined by Andrew, as always. How's it going, Andrew?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I moved into the real Miami on Saturday, and got all right. Doesn't matter. Um, yeah, we play them on Friday, so make sure to watch that because you're gonna find out who the real Miami is. Anyways,
Dude, you guys are going to get wrecked.
are you kidding? Who made a bowl game last year? Only one Miami. I'll put it at
Okay,
that.
fine.
Um, yeah, I had my first 2 days of classes, and I have three out of my five classes with all freshmen. It's so bad.
I'm
Not
kind of
even
in the same
funny.
boat right now.
Yeah, they're easy classes though, like not hard. And yeah, the weather's kind of nice. It was bad at first because it's like Midwest, you're walking through syrup, but like after that,
Yeah,
it's like
last
fun.
week was real. We had that heat wave.
Oh yeah,
It was bad. One day the heat index was 137 here. It was a
Jesus.
little warm. Um, I think the high, just in regular temperature terms, was 112 in Lawrence. So we were
Oh
cooking
my
out
God.
here. Um, yeah, my first football game is this Friday, too. It's going to be legendary. We're going to be in the band attire. We're going to be out at the football game, playing the instrument, watching the team knock the wheels off Missouri State. They're not going to know what hit them. They're the Bears. They're probably not even a D1 school. So
Like an FBS,
they might be
FCS
FBS. I think we played a D2 school last year.
in football, really.
Um,
Play them in
who
basketball.
was it? Now we're talking about football, and this is a baseball podcast. I don't really know what's going on, but I gotta find out.
They're D1.
Okay, I'm looking these guys up right now. These guys are well, they kick off the season at Notre Dame, so they're definitely D1.
Oh my God.
That's tough for them. They're gonna get killed. Tennessee State. That's who we played last year for the first game. Um,
Jesus.
yeah. Anyway, let's get into the baseball. There have been some developments today. Some developments today. Angels fans are not very happy about. I don't know who was stupid enough to be an Angels fan to support the inferior LA team, the team that claims to be an LA team and yet isn't an LA team. Really, just a little brother team overall to the Mariners and the Dodgers and the Astros and the Rangers. It's crazy. We're like the youngest child of everybody. Um, anyway, we're going to talk most disappointing teams right now. And Andrew, who do you have at your most disappointing team for this season overall?
I mean, you said it perfectly, Jack. Breaking the fourth wall like no one else. That was really well done. I'm gonna be real. You should. Why don't you become a Dodgers fan? Listen, I got the flag. Can you see the flag? Yeah, it's right there. That's your sign to become a Dodgers fan.
The Dodgers are the Yankees of the West.
Yeah, but like we're like wholesome. We don't have anything bad about us.
You guys are all so annoying.
How? Name one annoying player.
Dude, we're not talking players here.
All right. Like everyone on our team is like you can't hate Mookie Betts. You can't hate Freddie Freeman.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
can't
hate
hate
most of
Aaron
the team.
Judge. That guy's
Yeah,
pretty
I
wholesome.
guess.
You know who I can hate? Julio
Who?
Urias,
Yeah, he kind of
notorious
sucks.
domestic abuser.
He's a
Trevor
bit of a
Bauer,
douchebag. Oh
notorious
yeah,
domestic abuser. Maybe allegedly. Can I say allegedly and we absolve the whole segment?
allegedly. Yeah.
Motherfucker got moved to Japan because he abused so many women. Um, or he didn't abuse them. I don't really know. Anyway,
Potentially. Yeah.
yeah, you guys are just the Yankees of the West Coast. But who's your number
Fair
one
enough.
most disappointing team overall?
I mean, you can go a lot of different ways. I'm gonna stay in the West. This is San Diego Padres. The San Diego Pobres. That's poor in Spanish for you. You learn something new every day. Yeah, listen, they were my pick to win the NL West, and they're 8 games under 500, 20 games back of the Dodgers in now September, and they're not going to make the playoffs. Definitely biggest disappointment of the year, and Look, they had, I think, a top five payroll. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was near the top.
Probably.
And yeah, all these guys on paper, MLB the Show, it looks like they're gonna win it, but just can't put it together. And you got to play the games. You can't play them in your head. And the Padres are my biggest disappointment.
Yeah, I think I probably would have picked the Padres if I was unbiased. Um,
Yeah,
I picked my team because I'm mad right now. I'm in a bad mood about the Angels. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm feeling very great. But the Angels just got their ass kicked by Philly and Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh and the Phillies. Um, yeah, I'm irritated at how the Angels are playing baseball and how they're not playing baseball. Um, some fun news that we're covering later this episode just came out today, but if we're ignoring that and we're just looking back, the Angels went all in at the deadline for little reason. We were a couple games out of the wild card spot. Um, our team right now is notorious for not making the playoffs, and so getting these guys trying to make a free agency splash, well, not really a splash. Trying to get like these underrated picks like Brandon Drury and Hunter Renfroe and who else did we add? We had Tyler Anderson. That was a stupid addition. Like all of these guys just kind of turned out to be bad. Brandon Drury is fine. He's actually pretty good. I like having Brandon Drury on the team. He's just been injured most of the year. So he wasn't a reliable addition. Hunter Renfroe is batting. He's bad. He's kind of he's kind of atrocious. Whatever. Tyler Anderson is the worst starter in our rotation, and that's really saying something because Chase Silseth just went to the IL, and Chase Silseth
Jesus.
was our best reliever. Or sorry, he was our best starter, and he had a 4.00 ERA. And then they fucking threw a baseball at. Did you see the clip?
I did
Please
not.
tell me you saw it. Look up the clip right now. Holy
Is it on
shit.
John Boy?
It. I don't know. It's Chase Silseth getting injured.
I'll look it up.
It is. Yeah. It's. Mm,
Of course, it's against the Mets too.
tell me about it, man.
Oh, I
Fucking
did
tell
see
me
this
about
play. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, who's the first baseman? Moustakas?
No, it was our new guy. It was Nolan Shanuel, I think.
Shanuel? Jesus Christ.
Or it was Trey Cabbage. I can't remember if this was when Nolan was out with injury. He got injured, just in case you were curious. So I don't know if it was when he was injured or not when he was injured. It was one of the rookie guys that we just brought up, and he fucking hit Chase Silseth in the back of the head with a throw.
So bad.
Just ridiculous. Yeah, so they went all in at the deadline trying to push the narrative even further, and they just collapsed. I mean, there's two things you can count on in baseball. It's the Mets collapsing and the Angels collapsing, and we've hit that point in the season. Yeah, for both teams. I had the Padres at number 2 on my list for the reasons we just discussed. All 8 of their shortstops could not get the job done this year. Number 3, I have your St. Louis Cardinals because I had them to win the division pretty comfortably.
Yeah,
I thought
they're
they
dead
would
last.
kind of run away with it, and they're going to finish, it looks like, under the Pirates. The Rockies are definitely still going to be worse than them, but
Cardinals are right there.
yeah, they're.
St. Louis.
I mean, they had like this weird. They had a historic bad start to the season. They've never had a start that bad, and then they
Yep.
won a few games in a row, and everyone's like, "Were we too quick to call the Cardinals over?" And then they kind of just faded. You know, they kind of just played 500, and they were already 20 games under, so it was over. They didn't get any worse, and they didn't get any better, and now they're just kind of floating farther and
Trash.
farther down.
Yep. Yeah, they're done.
Wainwright is so bad. It's an 8 ERA. I saw him pitch in Kansas City. It was horrendous. He walked like 3 guys in the first inning. It was
Jeez.
legendary. Yeah.
He should have retired last year.
He
While he
should've.
was like somehow competent.
Yep.
Now he's cooked. He
He-
turned into Mad Bum.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know how you go from being pretty good to having a 8 ERA in one season. But
Maybe the pitch clock. I don't know.
yeah, I
But
mean he is an
wasn't
old.
it there last year or no?
Uh-uh. No, this is
I just
first
have
year.
dementia. I can't remember things.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm well aware.
Um. Oh shit. Damn. Um.
Hey, you actually
I would
said that
also
like
say
5 minutes ago. You just, you just don't remember.
what? What'd you say?
Anyway, I have the Cardinals at number 3. Who is at your number 2?
I got the Mets.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, they were already out like 3 weeks ago. It's just I don't know, dude. They were competing with the Braves. They were supposed to be number two or number one, and just everything blew up. That's what happens when you have a team full of guys who are like 30 years old, can't adjust to the pitch clock. You have two of the oldest starting pitchers in the game, Verlander and
that's
Scherzer, and
crazy.
they just fell apart. And now they're division rivals facing off against each other.
Which is,
Just
yeah,
crazy.
that's fun.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Allegedly, they hated each other, which is cool. You
That's
see the
funny.
articles about that? Like back in Detroit, they were not friends. They were
Yeah,
very angry at each other.
still got beef.
They said it was fine, but I'm not sure I believe them. Uh, yeah, the Mets have been bad. It kind of all snowballed from the World Baseball Classic,
Yep. Yeah.
with the patellar tendon tear, and then it just the ship never really righted itself. I have the Mets at my number 6 for most disappointing teams. I have
Ooh,
all the teams above them. Um, who's at 4 for you?
my four. I'll put the Angels. I don't know. It's just I think so. The Angels they were a little bit lower. It's just the fact that you waved the white flag after trading for all these guys, and they gave up some like pretty decent prospects too. Like I don't
Tell me
know.
about
I
it.
there's like they call up these rookies. It's like it's so many things. Like I don't know. The Angels are such a joke, and I don't know. Going to those games, they're not for like winning. They're just like to drink. Like
Mm-hmm.
I totally respect it. You
Yeah.
guys are the Rockies of the AL West.
Yeah, so a lot of people earlier this season were definitely going to the games for the baseball,
Yeah,
but it's kind of the last couple of games I went to before I left, and that was even, well, that was right after the deadline. It was kind of not, I don't know, the vibe wasn't there.
mm,
So, what are you gonna do? I guess my 4 is the Yankees.
yeah,
They're they're perennial contenders, and they're not contenders this year, which just makes it a disappointing season. Like they're just the Yankees. They're supposed to be good, and they weren't. They kind of suffered when Aaron Judge disappeared. When the
Arson
Dodgers
Judge.
tried to kill Aaron Judge.
Yep, you're welcome. AL.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, they're 10.5 back. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, they're worse than the
Tough
Angels right
sight to
now.
see.
Hmm.
Not really though.
So yeah, I kind of like seeing the Yankees in last place in the East. It brings me great satisfaction.
Yeah. Um, I think another one that not a lot of people think about is Cleveland. I don't know. It was just like a bad year. They're 8 games under 500. They're not going to make it. I don't know. Like last year, they almost made the ALCS, almost beat the Yankees, and they're great pitchers. They always have great pitching, and offense wasn't great this year. Neither was the pitching. Just it's a bad year, dud. And yeah, Cleveland, they're gonna miss the playoffs.
Like 4 weeks ago, if you looked at the stats for the Guardians last year compared to this year's through 4 weeks ago, um,
Yep,
their batting average is the same, almost within 2 points. Slugging is the same within 2 points. It's all kind of the same. The difference is the ERA is like point 0.5 higher as a staff. And they were
really.
just floating at 500 last year, the whole year.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And that was enough to just move them like 4 games down, and now they're not in contention for the division. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Like,
Yeah.
they weren't good last year. They were just hot at the right time during the playoffs. They almost beat the
Caught
Yankees.
fire.
Um,
Yep.
that was
Yeah.
fun in October. My roommate now is a Yankees fan, so he was Game 5 of the division series was on, and he's like, "Man, I can't go to band today. I gotta watch the Yankees game." I'm like, you don't believe that the Yankees are just gonna kill the Guardians?
That's
Um,
what happened.
yeah. So, you know, that's how it goes. My number 5 team is your Arizona Diamondbacks. I was at one of their games um, last year. I thought they would be a lot better than they are, honestly. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're right at where they're supposed to be,
I think that
honestly.
they're kind of they're in a good place for their rebuild and stuff. They
Yep.
have a lot of weird players on that team. You know,
hmm
like
They do.
Longoria is kind of a weird. It's
I
weird
forgot
that
you
he
played
was
on that team.
exactly, and um, Tommy Pham is a Diamondback. Did you know that?
Yep.
So
He choked
just
against the Padres.
a weird roster. Um, I don't know. I feel like if they really leaned into it and they made some purchases, they could have been just so good this year.
Yeah.
But Geraldo Perdomo's a weird player because all of his advanced metrics say he shouldn't be good, but he is pretty good. And Ketel
Yeah.
Marte, I don't know. I feel like all of these players went to the Diamondbacks and became irrelevant.
Honestly, there's not much to do out there. I mean, here's the thing. I think they're it's like year one of the rebuild where you're like winning
Mm-hmm.
rebuild.
Yeah,
So give your players, your young guys, like time in the majors, and then next year I think is when they buy.
they'll be killers
Which,
next year for sure.
yeah,
Um,
I, they'll probably replace the Padres as the two team.
yeah, NL West scares me to bet in. Did you see Corbin Carroll get thrown out at the plate by
I
O'Neill
did.
Cruz? That was a fun clip.
Ellie
Um,
De La Cruz. Yeah,
sorry,
too many cruises.
O'Neill is the Pirates guy that's been injured all season.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by Reds fans, and they've been shoving that down my throat every single day.
He's electric. You can't even
He
deny it.
is.
He's a good
Yeah.
player. He's fun to watch. Um, and then I have the Mets next. Do you have any other guys on your disappointing list?
I'll go White Sox. I don't know. Like they were, I think you said like same tier as the Angels. Like they were like a fringe wild card team, but I'm just like looking at this like zoomed out. Like when the White Sox were gonna rebuild, like they had so many bad years, all these prospects, and yeah, they're screwed. Um, I don't know. Only two good players, Cease and Robert, are there, and they're definitely gonna be gone. So White Sox are gonna turn to the Orioles pretty
Yeah,
soon.
it sure does look like it. Yeah, I my preseason prediction was that last year was their window and they missed it. So um, I had them as that one team that's ass, but will still
Yep.
just randomly pull off like the Pirates did last year, where they would just pull off random series sweeps against like the
Uh-huh.
Braves or the Dodgers or like the Astros or something. They haven't been that good, so they're disappointing. But I expected them to finish well below wild card, so they're kind of in terms of record where I expected them to be.
Yep.
Surprisingly good teams. My number one surprisingly good team is the fucking Seattle Mariners.
Say it like you mean it.
No, I'm not going to. I would buy a Seattle flag to burn it. And it's not like I don't necessarily hate their organization or anything. I don't know. They're just that team that gets on my nerves. Their fans and the players and all that stuff. So would be fun to burn a Mariners flag. I don't know.
I'm friends of a friend who is the daughter of one of the owners. So if I get you tickets, you gotta go.
I'd go. I gotta go eventually. I
Yeah.
gotta go see a Mariners game because
I
I
haven't been.
my goal is to see a baseball game in every stadium. So that's I gotta go there eventually. I was in Seattle last year and I didn't go to a Mariners game because it was not baseball season. So missed opportunity for sure. Um, I'm thinking about driving to St. Louis on like Saturday because the Cardinals have a game day. So it's like 4 hours. Drive 4 hours, see a game at St. Louis, and then come back.
Dude, that could be fun.
Tickets would be
Bush
cheap.
Stadium is so nice.
I know. I've heard it's really neat. It has a great view, all that stuff. The drive might
I
not
wanna
be worth it, but
yeah. I
Tickets.
think Loki. My goal is to go to opening day at St. Louis. Like they have a crazy tradition.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I'm kind of too far right now from other stadiums. It's like 7 hours anywhere else. So if I want to go see a
Jesus.
baseball game, it's Kauffman or Bush Stadium for me. To drive the 7 hours down to Arlington, or the 7 hours up to Minnesota.
And it's 7 hours one way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. St. Louis is 4.5 hours one way. So
Make a weekend out of it.
for a 1:30 p.m. game like they have this Saturday, I could leave. I don't know. I could leave at
Like
8
eight.
and make it there in time for the game, and then the game would be over by 3, and I'd be back by 7, which is totally doable. So,
Yeah.
oh well,
That'd be fun.
would be fun. Number 2 on my surprising is the Rangers. I didn't think they would be that good. I
Mm.
mean, I expected them to be a wild card team. I think. Did I? This is a
I
good
didn't.
question. I had them as an A plus off season. I had them being the third wild card, and they are looking like they're not going to be the third wild card. They're looking like they're going to be the second wild card under whatever East team. And their record is way better than I thought. There's such a huge disparity in the American League right now. Like the O's and the Rays are just so far above everybody else,
Yep.
and the Rangers are way far above. Well, not anymore, but they have been all season. So I forgot the Astros are bad.
I
They kind
mean,
of
they're
go on
not.
my disappointing team list because
They're 75 and 58. Like that's it. Yeah, I would say so.
it's not
Disappointing.
the Astros of the last,
Yeah.
7 years. The Astros have
Uh
been
huh.
so fucking good for so long.
Yep. I mean, even then, like it's still a winning season.
Yeah, they're just way worse than I thought. And
Yeah.
then at 3, I have the Cubbies. Belly is back. He's good again, which is nice and wholesome.
Would have been great last year, but
I
yeah,
know. But then
sure.
the Dodgers non-tendered him, so
Yep. That
um,
would have helped out great in the playoffs.
I thought the Cubs
Um,
would miss the playoffs. They might still miss the playoffs,
uh-huh.
but I thought they would be like that, kind of like the Angels have been finishing the last couple of years, where they're like close to 500 at the end, and then they lose a couple games, and then they're like 400 to end the season. You know,
Yeah.
they're looking to be way better than that right now. They're hoping to at least. They can make that wild
Yeah.
card spot.
The
Cubs in the
NL wild card
postseason would
is
be
so
fun.
tight.
I
It
know
would.
wild card is crazy.
Yeah.
What's your optimal National League wild card?
Optimal. Are we talking about as a Dodgers fan or just as a baseball fan?
What would you like to see?
Obviously want the Giants out. Philly, Chicago, and Cincinnati. I think those three would be fun. And they're all like Eastern teams. Like that that's kind of it's a good balance.
Yeah,
Not even balance. Like you have 4 out of the 5 teams from the East. Never mind. But yeah, like Cincy in the playoffs is fun.
I think my 3 wild card teams in the National League would be the Diamondbacks, the Marlins, and
Marlins.
yeah, I don't know. It'd be
Fish
fun.
up.
The narratives around the Marlins are kind of funny, so they would be a good chaos team. Diamondbacks are a
Honestly, yeah.
great chaos team.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. I kind of like the Phillies, and I kind of like the Cubs. So one of those.
That's fair.
Phillies, D-backs, Marlins.
Yeah, I could see it. I think the Giants are kind of streaky. They're mid. I don't
Yeah.
know. They had their
Um,
chance in 21. Guess who beat them? I mean, yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
know who
right.
beat
Oh
them.
shit. Yeah. Oh, it's not
Oh,
working. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go.
oh, you're
I
on the
went to a
floor.
game
I
though.
did not notice that you were on the floor.
Oh yeah. I'm a poverty
Are you in a
poverty
dorm this
franchise.
year or an apartment?
Gotta do dorms first 2 years and then apartment the next.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
Colossal
sucks.
L.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah.
pick your poison, I guess. Um,
honestly.
I think the AL wildcard is cleaning up very nicely. The only
It
mystery
is.
team is the Blue Jays, and
Yeah,
they ain't gonna make it, so it's fine. Unless they can do
that's
something
crazy.
crazy.
Like
But
sign Giolito and Donaldson. I don't think that'll help though.
the Royals are
Help as
eliminated,
much.
right?
Yep.
That's
Like today,
nuts. They have 34. They're 34 games back. How many do they have to play? They
probably
are
close to it.
41 and 92.
Yeah, they should be eliminated because they have
Oh yeah, they're eliminated. They're like eliminated by 5 games.
they got 27 games left and they're
Uh huh.
back 34.
Yep.
Okay.
I must have missed the post on talking baseball. If they're
It doesn't say eliminated though, so I don't know.
none of the well,
There's
even
still
the
hope.
A's don't say they're eliminated.
Yeah, on ESPN it does.
Oh, I'm using the official MLB website. I'm looking for the Royals eliminated post. I'm not seeing one. Do you know what day
Thank
the
you,
A's
fans.
got eliminated?
I think like 3 days ago. I texted it. Hold up.
I feel like it was longer ago than three
I feel
days.
like it was like pretty close.
Where is it?
Um,
Because they had to have been eliminated after the A's.
on Friday.
A's got eliminated on Friday?
Yep.
Um, what actual day was that, though?
That
The
was
25th?
25th.
I gotta find out. I gotta find it. The 25th. The 25th. Come on. Why am I so bad at finding stuff on the internet? Uh,
I just want to
oh,
read the comments. That'll be so funny.
I found the A's are eliminated post.
Yeah.
The top comment is from We Got Ice Baseball. You know who they are? They're like the wiffle ball guys.
Oh
They say, "Wish I didn't bet my kids' college fund on them coming back."
yeah.
And then someone else said, "Late post. This happened during the winter meetings." Uh, they're 24 games behind the Angels. Angels in all caps. Angels fan says, "Damn, we stay catching strays." True. People just shit on the Angels in every single post. It's unbelievable how much people love shitting on the Angels. Okay, there's the A's eliminated post.
I'm
So
finding it right now.
that means I can find the Royals are eliminated post because surely it's real and I'm not hallucinating.
Where's the post? Is it on Instagram?
Yeah, it's 4 days ago. Who has? Oh, Miguel Cabrera has the 26th most home runs of all time. That's fun. That's actually really cool.
That's an ESPN stat.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck up. He's a legend, bro. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Like, literally, for sure. That guy looks like Skyler. That's scary. Not Skyler from Breaking Bad. Skyler is someone I know. Sorry. Sorry for the confusion.
please. Ah.
I've never seen Breaking Bad before, so
I
I don't
haven't
make
either.
references.
I just get all the shit posts.
Um,
Where's the post?
I don't see the
I don't
Royals
see
are
it.
eliminated post. Oh well, let's move on to the NL MVP.
Oh yeah.
Um, who do you think it's gonna be? We got two very similar players.
Yep. So I've been seeing a lot. Watch Ronald Acuna have like 35 home runs and like 70 stolen bases, and imagine he
Lose.
gets snubbed because Mookie
That would
Betts
be
is leading in
crazy.
like most major categories. I don't know. Mookie Betts has been like hitting up like so much. I don't think it was possible, especially the way he's been great in LA, but like 2019 is by far his best year, and this is definitely his closest year to it. And I don't know, he's just on a different level. Defense, he's better. Um, I have the stats right here.
Yeah, do you have
So,
the?
yep, Acuna's done more at bats. He's scored more runs, more hits. Uh, he has them in singles by like 30. Mookie has doubles, home runs. Mookie is leading that by 6. RBIs, Mookie. Stolen bases, obviously 61. Walks, Mookie. Um, Less strikeouts. Batting average is Acuna. On base, slugging and on base OPS is Mookie. And there's some other stats, but those are the main ones. Yeah, I
Mookie
don't know.
Betts has the most WAR in all of baseball as well.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know. My feelings are that Acuna should win for having
he
this
should.
ridiculous season with those that amount of stolen bases is crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess it comes down to what you perceive as value. Like, are stolen bases really that valuable? Probably
I'm,
not. It's fun though, so I want to see him win.
yeah. I mean, like they did the rule changes. They made the bases bigger for them to like have steals. If he did this last year, I think definitely you could win the
Oh,
MVP. Who
yeah, if he
who
did
won the
that,
NL MVP last year?
who won the NL MVP last year? It
Yeah.
was Goldie.
Oh
No, was
yeah.
that two
No,
years
dude, he
ago?
would have. No, it was Goldie. He would have destroyed
Yeah,
Goldschmidt.
that's kind of weird too.
Yeah.
That Goldie won MVP last year. Um, yeah, so I guess it comes down to what you think is more valuable. I think Acuna is just more. Mookie Betts probably has the defensive edge too because he plays all the positions,
Yeah.
which is
I don't know.
just a huge. It's just huge for teams. I don't
Either
know.
way, you get one pissed off fan base because those two are neck and neck. It'll really depend who has the hotter September.
That's
You know.
true. I think Mookie Betts should probably win MVP if we're looking at the numbers objectively, but my feelings cloud my judgment. I'm like Anakin Skywalker turning to the dark
Yeah.
side. I'm letting my anger cloud my judgment. I'm want Acuna to win. Okay, that's that. Is that sufficient discussion?
Yeah. Also, we can't get past that Freddie Freeman is pretty much an MVP candidate too. This man
Yeah,
is unreal.
he's nuts. He's
Age
he's
30?
pretty good.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay, Angels just dropped hella people. Don't know the
Mm-hmm.
exact number. It was
It's
at
like
least 5.
4 or 5.
It was
Yep.
6, I think. I think it was 6. Um, Half of them were people that we traded for at the deadline, gave away all our prospects. This move, they waived these players, so they're just putting them out there. If teams want to pay the rest of this year's salary, they're welcome to and pick up the player. Otherwise, the Angels will just pay them for the season. And I actually don't know what happens if you waive somebody and they don't get picked up, but all of these guys will get picked up because they're all good players except when they're on the Angels. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Um,
Just some teams.
Hunter Renfroe has been good for a bunch of home runs every season. His OPS is usually in the 800s. I mean, 2020 is a notable exception. OPS is this is the lowest OPS he's ever had um, as a player this season. He has a lot of home runs this season, which is actually. Wait, no, he doesn't. I was looking at the wrong column. My bad. My eyes drifted. He has 18 home runs. This is the lowest he's had in a full season so far into his career. He is batting 239. His on base is 300. So he's bad.
Yeah. It's a down year, but he's a good player.
He's been good with San Diego. He's been good with Tampa Bay. He's been good
Boston.
with Boston. He's been good with Milwaukee. I think our trainers are bad. Anyway, so he's going to go somewhere nice. He's going to have himself a nice playoff run with whatever team decides to pick him up. or gets to pick him up because he's on waivers, so they have to like do the waiver order thing. Next is Lucas Giolito. Lucas Giolito has had some weird seasons. I actually don't know whether this guy is good. Like overall as a player, is Lucas Giolito good?
I mean, didn't he use like spider tack or some sticky shit?
Yeah,
I feel like
there were certainly allegations of this, but the thing is, his ERA with the White Sox was 3.79 this year. Um, and I don't think it was just the sticky because he had that weird. He pitches funny. Have you ever seen him throw? It looks really strange
yeah,
because he keeps his arm way up here when he throws. He changed that back in like 2019, and then he was so good. And maybe he's just regressing. I don't know. His 2022 season wasn't great either. His ERA was almost 5. It was 4.9. So I'm really not sure where to call this guy. I was hoping that we would be able to get new pitching staff, not staff,
yeah,
pitching coaches this next season, and that he would re-sign with us because he's a SoCal kid. But now
yeah.
he's going somewhere else, so that's not going to happen. Um, Another guy we dropped is Randall Grichuk. He has been horrendous for us. That's the only way to describe it. 140, 190, 280 slash line. OPS of 470 in 26 games with us. And I get that that's not a huge sample size. But in 100 plate appearances, you got to be doing better than 140. And Grichuk is a good hitter all around, all the time,
Yeah.
when he's not on the Angels. We also dropped Ronaldo Lopez. He was good for us. Didn't have a lot of innings because he's a reliever. He had 11 innings with us, and he was solid, but we didn't want to pay his salary, so dumped. Salary dump. Matt Moore was incredible for us this year. He was our goated setup man. He was actually so good. I guess we didn't want to pay him his salary, or we didn't want to be on the hook for next year. I think he's on a 1 year deal, so I don't really know.
How much was he getting paid?
Probably not that much.
League minimum, and you don't want to pay? Come on.
Well, it's not league minimum.
Yeah,
Seven
no.
7.5
That's a pretty big.
for
Okay.
yeah, but it's not like he's on a multi-year.
No, it's just a
It's not
1
like
year.
Edwin Diaz of the Mets.
Ed Luz Diaz, 20 years or 20 million a year.
Yep. And then in other news, the Yankees did the same thing that the Angels did today, just a little less dramatic. The bringer of rain went away, and so did Harrison Bader.
The masturbator.
Yep. So Josh Donaldson has been horrendous for the Yankees. I think they all hate him. Is this true? Is this a fact?
Yep, I would say so.
In total, what's the total? In total with the Yankees, 2 years, he's batting 207, 293, 385 with a 678 OPS, which is a 91 OPS plus. So actually not like that bad, just kind of bad.
Yeah. I mean, he's old as dirt, so like, it was bound to happen.
Yep. Yeah, and he's missed some time.
Yep.
So Yankees fans hold that against him.
He's 37. Jesus.
Yep. So he's been their DH for a little bit, and their third baseman, and they really could do better. The Yankees, that's kind of their issue, is that they have all these positions where they have guys that are like kind of all right, like they're fine,
Yeah.
but they really should do better. Except Aaron Judge is the only standout guy, and Harrison Bader. He's actually been all right for them, but I think
He had a good last year.
I think it's his time.
Uh-huh.
Well, not a good last year, but
It was definitely like what they needed, though. They needed that type of hitter. You know who they gave up? They gave up Montgomery. So it was Montgomery for Bader, and that trade is erased now.
yeah,
Funny.
crazy how that works. Baseball is
Mhm.
kind of weird. Yeah, so that's gone. That was along with their Aaron Hicks trade earlier in the season to
Oh
the
yeah,
O's. I think he's thriving, ain't he?
Orioles top prospect Aaron Hicks.
Let's see. How is he doing with them? I actually don't know. Um, Batting 261, 355, 440 with a 795 OPS. That makes for a 120 OPS plus with Baltimore this year. So the Yankees are like the Angels, I think, with that's where players go to die. They go to the Bronx. Any other words to say this about
I don't know.
these?
I would just say this. I don't think I've ever seen what the Angels did like in sports period. Like the fact that you give up all these prospects, I think they give up a top catching prospect and they give up some pitchers. And I don't know. It's just the fact that you do all this and not even a month later, you just wave the white flag, give up everything and more. You give up players you signed. I don't think that's ever happened. And I don't know. You guys should have sold the team last year, but you guys are stuck with Jerry Jones and Hal Steinbrenner mixed together. Those two terrible owners, and yeah, sucks. But you know, just drive up a few. I don't want to say a few hours, but drive up an hour up the road, and you got the real team right there. That'll take Otani from you guys.
Which team?
Up the road
Drive.
1 hour.
Which?
Did you say Detroit?
No, I said which team. Like,
Dodgers.
obviously not Detroit. Detroit's in fucking Michigan. Uh, Boston?
No, we're talking about the Angels.
Oh, the Angels.
Yeah,
Fuck you. I don't think it's an hour.
with traffic. Yeah,
I think it's 40 minutes on a good day.
game day it's an hour
Yeah.
plus.
Well, it takes an hour to get into the fucking stadium on game day. You're just sitting outside
So
Dodger
bad.
Stadium. It's
Yeah,
bad.
the outfield seats during a sunny day suck.
Oh,
Don't
I
do that.
know. I know. I was out there with you guys once this summer. That
Yep,
was enough for me for Dodgers games.
ever.
Yeah, maybe ever. I don't know if I feel the need to go back. Um, it was fun watching the Astros lose on a balk, though. That made my day.
That was fun.
We have anything else to talk about, or are we calling it?
I don't think so. I don't know. This will just be like a huge month. I haven't looked at schedules in depth, but like the Padres, they have a brutal stretch. I
Yep,
think
they're done.
within the next few weeks, they're gonna send everyone away. So
Which team was it that had that easy schedule? It's the Mariners. The Mariners have the easiest schedule of all time.
should
That's who it
check that.
was. It's crazy, bro.
Mariners.
Man, if
They got
only.
the A's. They got Mets, Reds, Rays, Angels, Dodgers, A's, Rangers. Not, I don't know. It's a so-so schedule.
So how many
Also, I
times
don't
do they
think.
play the A's? They play the A's,
I think
what, three
twice or three
series?
times.
Yeah,
About,
three
yeah,
series.
like 9 games.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mets should be
Um,
easy. The
they
Rays
will
are
be.
very winnable for a team like the Mariners.
Yeah. And they got the Rangers and the Astros,
Last time they
which
played us, they swept the series, so the Angels should be three free wins. I mean, come on, man.
you're not wrong. Um, Before we end, I don't think we even talked about the Brewers. The Brewers are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. I think
Yes,
they had
that's
like
true.
nine, like a 9 game winning streak or some shit like that after they got swept to the Dodgers, I think, or lost 2 out of 3 either way. Yeah, they're clicking at the right time.
That's true. I don't know. It's hard to take any of the Central teams serious, you know?
Yeah,
It could all change at a moment's notice. Let's look at their schedule coming up. They have Phillies, Pirates, Yankees, Marlins, Nationals, Cardinals, Marlins again, Cardinals again, Cubs. Yeah, that's it. Shit looks mega easy.
so easy. They got the division locked up.
Yeah, so I think they're just going to get owned in the playoffs, honestly. don't know if they have that dog in them to make it happen.
Yeah. We'll see.
And they have to play the wild card series too.
Yeah, those are always tough. I think it's a lot more wide open than it was last year, though.
True.
Padres Mets.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to conclude our episode. I will upload it right now.
Ooh.
Life is good. I'm going out to go get some like spaghetti for a party tomorrow. A party tomorrow. It's not really a party. It's kind of a get together. You don't really eat spaghetti at a college party. Party is definitely not the right word. So we'll see you guys hopefully next Monday. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Bye, everyone.